Researching champions of women's athletics on the internet is an exercise in patience. Now, scores of women will be touted as the sexiest, hottest of, or even the most popular athletes. But when it comes to records of pure physical accomplishments, such names prove rather difficult to find, Valen.
Yeah, they certainly do, Lebo. And it's something that you and I both know very well. Despite what a quick Googling might lead you to believe, female athletes continue to break barriers in many sports throughout history. Many women have excelled in numerous sports, even exceeding the accomplishments of their male counterparts. So it's that time of the show, Lebo.
Absolutely, Valen. From coaches to referees to broadcasters, women are breaking down barriers and stereotypes in the sporting world. Yes, women are in the league of their own. So with that said, I say good morning. I am Lebo Motswedi, and this is the Ladies Club.
Very good morning, and it's good to have you back, Lebo.
Yes.
My name is Valen Kirtley. Good to be with you. What a wonderful pleasure it is to be in your company today on the Ladies Club. We look forward to bringing you another beautiful, a powerful woman in sports, and this one I cannot wait to bring you. We're going to have the game changer in studio a little bit later on.
Looking forward to it, because today on the show we talk about women who are breaking down gender barriers in weightlifting. And our game changer, as you've touched on, is none other than Portia Vries, a woman who's leading the pack in weightlifting.
She certainly is. And when it comes to women and weightlifting, you know, women actually competing at the Olympic Games in weightlifting, that was only something that became a reality in 2000, you know. So there's still a lot of... Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of gender barriers and, you know, that kind of like breaking through what is and isn't acceptable and what sports are and aren't acceptable for women to be competing in when it comes to weightlifting. And what a far way they've come.
I mean, it's crazy to think that, you're saying it, as early as 2000, the fact that a young girl at 13, 14, back in the days, if they say they want to be a weightlifter, they were told, no, perhaps go try your hand at hockey or netball or volleyball, not weightlifting. So I'm glad we've come through the times now where we've breaking those barriers and women are able to take part in whatever sporting codes they choose.
Absolutely. If we're all to be unique and to embrace our uniqueness, then surely our choices in sporting codes should be allowed to be just as unique. And it's so good that the world is starting to move in that direction. You're welcome to join in the conversation. It's so easy on social media, on Twitter. It's at sports at SABC, a hashtag
The Ladies Club. And we're also on Facebook at SABC Sport, The Ladies Club. Now, looking at the interesting quotes that we usually start with, right? I'm still in with it. So there's one this week that says, somewhere behind the athlete you've become and the hours of practice and the coaches who have pushed you is a little girl who fell in love with the game and never looked back. Play for her. I love it.
Absolutely. It's a quote by a lady that you and I have spoken about before, Mia Hamm, the American two-time Olympic gold medalist and two-time World Cup winner. And I think that it's true of anything in life.
Absolutely.
You get into something because there is a passion there. There's a little seed that sparks your fire inside. And when times get tough and when you think, why am I doing this? You've got to remember that.
Remember the little girl. We're definitely going to take a quick break, Valen.
We are, because when we come back, we have got our game changer in the Ladies Club Lounge. And let's give our viewers a little taste of what they can expect from Portia Freese.
Welcome back. You are watching the Ladies Club. Mona mo kanaleng ya rona ya bobedi. Ke lenaneo la rona le keteka mafumahadi ya rona a Afrika Borwa ha re bua ka dipapadi. Mme ka jeno re tlo bua ka Portia Vries. Ha le batla kopana le rona sebedisang hashtag ya rona the Ladies Club mo social media platforms tsa rona kaofela hle. Le ka re fumana ko Facebook ke @sport@sabc, kapa mo Twitter @Lebo Motswedi, @Valen Kirtley, mohole @sport@sabc. Mar ha re bua le yena Portia Vries. She is among the female weightlifters breaking through traditional barriers in sport by destroying the old weightlifting stereotype that said women were not strong enough to compete or that they've become masculine and unattractive.
Oh, our game changer is anything
But unattractive.
My goodness, she looks more like she's walked out of the pages of a fashion magazine.
Absolutely.
Portia is a multiple national record holder in 2 different weight categories, I might add. She's won medals all over the world. She's competed at Continental, Commonwealth, and World Championships. She was even awarded the best female lifter at a Commonwealth Championships held in Cyprus a couple of years ago. She's been campaigning for years and years, and from early on, she showed she can deliver when she won silver at the Olympic Youth Festival in 2005. Ladies and gentlemen, our game changer, Portia Vries.
Oh, wow. Look at those guys. Whoa, look at those guys. Welcome to the Ladies Club.
Thank you so much for having me.
You look absolutely beautiful. But let's talk about weightlifting. Why weightlifting? Because as stereotypes would go to say, you don't look like a weightlifter. So where did the passion come from as a teenager?
Well, it was more the drive of wanting a medal, wanting trophies. I've tried all the sport codes in primary school.
Sure.
And then I found weightlifting, and there was an instant chemistry. And from there on, I'm hooked. From 1997.
Sure.
My word. And then just 2 short years later, at 15 years old, she's competing at the All Africa Games. But now, where did this competitive spirit come from that you just had to win a medal in something?
You know, I've seen, I remember this one day, my mom and I, we went to a friend's house, and then the friend's daughter had trophies, and, you know, and I'm like, I want that, I want that. And, you know, in a church, you hear, you know, everybody has a talent. And I was on the search for my talent. And I've tried gymnastics, hockey, netball, athletics. And then this one day, a friend of mine passed our house, and I asked her, where is she going? And she said, no, she's going to the gym. And then I asked her to go with, and she said, yeah, you can join me. And when I arrived there, it was weights everywhere. And I thought it's like a normal gym, and it was weightlifting. The coach introduced me, and he told me, Portia, I can make you a world champion.
So the coach saw there and there that there was something in you.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes. Also, my body structure. And he showed me the moves, and, you know, there was that instant chemistry, and I'm like, this is mine. And every day would tell us, be at the gym at 3 o'clock, and, you know, I would be sitting there waiting for him.
Sure.
My word, I have got a confession to make.
Yeah.
Like, I go into the gym, and the weight section, I actually feel a force field pushing me away from it, because it's quite intimidating,
very intimidating
to look at those weights. How did you feel? I mean, you're absolutely minute. You're
And you're
so
tiny.
petite. I mean, those big weights and those big dumbbells, weren't you ever daunted?
I love it. I love everything about it. The feeling to be able to be a woman and be strong. It's an amazing feeling. And also because, you know, when you lift heavy, it doesn't come easy. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and you know, when you're on that platform, it pays off.
And when you started, what was your dream to become, except just winning medals? So you start weightlifting, the coach is saying, hey, Portia, I think you've got something in you. So what did you think? Did you think, I want to represent my country? I want a medal at a provincial level? What did you want to aspire to be?
World champion, you know, like to be the champion of the world, you know. I think that was everything. And then also traveling. And because I come from a disadvantaged community, you know, being on a plane, that's just a dream, you know, and this coach is telling me that this is possible through weightlifting, and I was hooked.
Wow.
Of everything that you've done, what would you say are your top 3 highlights?
I would say the Olympic Youth Festival, because, you know, it's the Olympic Youth Festival, and I was the flag bearer. So that's one of my highlights. I won the silver and bronze at that festival. And then it was the Commonwealth Championships in Cyprus, where I won Best Female. And then, of course, African champion. And also to be a junior and compete junior and senior. That's also one of the best.
Now, you're telling us about the 3 highlights, and you also said that when you were younger, the highlight would be a world champ. Now you're a senior. What are the goals still for you to achieve?
Well, you know, the time has come for me to put back what the sport has given me, to be one of the best coaches in Africa, female coaches. That's my goal now.
Sure.
And you want to not only do that, but I believe you want to mentor other young girls.
Yes, yes, of course. Of course, you know, from where I come from to where I am today, you know, I need to share this, you know. When I was 12 years old, my coach, you know, shared their dream with me. You know, it gave me something to hold on. Now, you know, it's my duty to give back to all the young girls out there.
This is really incredible. I also want to touch on today's trailblazer, an incredible woman as well that we also want to hear your thoughts on. Her name is Babaola Ndeleni. She was the first black woman to win a medal at a Commonwealth Games. And I remember when you represented South Africa back in the days as well, it was a big deal to be a woman of color at such a prestigious event. Your thoughts on some of the women weightlifters we've had over the years?
Yes. Yeah, Babawa started just shortly after I've started. So we basically grew up together.
Wow.
And, you know, we know what we've put in the training, you know, and it was amazing for Babawa to win a medal. You know, that was the first medal for South Africa, not just black women. For weightlifting, it was the first Commonwealth medal for weightlifting itself, you know, which is a great achievement.
And then just a couple of months ago, another good friend of yours also made some weightlifting history at the Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast. But it's got a little bit of heart sore for you speaking about it, I can imagine, because you were supposed to be there too.
Yes. I'm so happy for Mona because, you know, this would have also been my fourth Commonwealth Games. And we know what it means. You know, when you go and compete at Commonwealth Games, you don't go there just to represent. You go there for a medal. It's only competing against the best in the over the Commonwealth countries. And, you know, it was a great achievement for her and also for weightlifting South Africa. And yeah, the sad part is though that I wanted to partake as well and go for a medal. I wanted to compete last year at the Commonwealth Championships in Australia where I would have qualified for the Commonwealth Games. I bought my ticket, applied for a visa, but unfortunately the visa arrived too late. So I was unable to go and represent, you know. So yeah, but you know, it's done, you know. It's only, I can only look forward. You know, I can only look forward and do things that I have control over.
It's in the blood and it's in the bones. We're going to be hearing from our game changer, Porsche Freese, in just a little while. Remember, you can get involved in the conversation on social media. Just use our hashtag the Ladies Club at Lebomutswedi, at Valen Kirtley, at Sport at SABC. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.
Welcome back to the Ladies Club. Mona mo kanaleng ya rona ya bobedi re tswela pele ka dipuo tsa rona tsa dipapadi haholo ka weightlifting. And in studio we do have our game changer, that is a Portia Vries. Been there, done that. Now she's focusing on other things including weightlifting, but motherhood is also in the picture. You're a mom of a 3-year-old daughter. How do you balance the two?
You know, at the end of the day, at the end of my day, I feel like a super mom, you know, I feel like super woman.
Yes.
You know, it's so fulfilling because you work a full day. I arrived home after 5. At 6 o'clock, I start my training. And then, you know, now that I'm preparing for competition, I finish like 9 o'clock. So, you know, at the end, I can still be a mom. And I can still be a woman that has a career and an athlete, and that is so fulfilling.
But where do you get The energy from, because you do compete in the lowest weight category that is open for weightlifters, in the 48 kilogram category. So I'm sure weight management comes into it at some point. How do you manage your energy levels with such a full day and also the demanding training schedule that you have?
Well, when it comes to eating, I just keep to a balanced meal. A balanced meal, and then drink lots and lots of water. And I also weigh myself every day.
Really?
Yes, I weigh myself almost every day because I need to monitor it. If it's over today, then okay, then the next day I will just, cut down a little bit, but not that much. You know, it's easier to maintain, but it's harder to lose. To lose weight.
Sure. I want to find out about your daughter. There's an interesting story with her names.
Yes.
Ke amahle, amahle.
Amahle, amaqunu.
Yeah. And the second name is also...
Zipho Zethu.
Tell me the story behind the names for your daughter.
Well, her grandmother, my mother-in-law, named her Amahle Maqunu, which is beautiful woman of the Mqunus.
Yes.
And then Zipho Zethu, father and I, we chose it. It's our gift.
Oh, I love
That's
it.
absolutely beautiful. And I believe hubby was, you met hubby in the gym.
Yes, yes. I met him in 2011 in the gym.
Oh, well, it's a fitting ways, yeah. I suppose
Did you maybe help him? You are doing that incorrectly.
Yeah.
Let me show you how you should be holding the dumbbell.
He was just amazed. He says he was just amazed because now I was doing squats. So squats is heavy.
have...
It's over 100 kilograms. Over 100 kilograms squats. So with my height and with my body type, small, and I'm lifting this, and he was on the squat rack next to mine, and he's like, you know, excuse me, but what sport do you play? And, you know, and the conversation started then, but yeah, we then grew a friendship, and then a year later.
Oh,
we
love
were
in the air.
Yes.
Now let's talk about, besides weightlifting, I'm a lover of music, Valen loves the music, and I hear you're a hip-hop fan. You're a Jigga fan.
I am.
And Rick Ross.
Yes.
How do the two even combine with you?
It's some of his music, and also Jay-Z, like Rick Ross. I like it, especially when I train.
Yeah.
Like the one song I'm sure you're familiar with, "I'm a Boss." So,
Good one.
yes. So when you go on the platform, you know, you need to have self-confidence,
Something to pump you up.
self-belief.
Yeah.
You know, I'm totally different to what I am now. like
You're
they
a
say.
beast when you're in competition.
Yes, you know, like Beyonce would say, she's Sasa Fierce when she get on stage.
So who are you?
So I'm a beast.
Yeah.
You know, I need to be a beast. I need to be a boss on that platform.
Yeah.
I need to show the barbell that I'm the boss of it.
I love it.
Let me show you who's boss.
Yes,
Portia has got an
exactly.
alter ego that I think many men would be very, very
Scared
worried
of,
about.
yeah.
So now that we're talking about who's the boss in weightlifting, what is your PB?
Well, my SA record, it is 70 snatch and 95 clean and jerk.
Sure.
And however, last year for my preparations for the Commonwealth Games, I actually jerked 103 kilos, which is a personal best. That was in the gym. So 103 kilograms, you know, I'm 33 years old, pushing 103.
How heavy are you?
My body weight is 48 kilos.
My goodness. I can't even lift it. And I'm almost double that weight. That's incredible.
So, and it just proves to myself also, you know, I can do way more.
What are the other goals for 2018? And before you start plowing back, because like you said, you're not done, and just your vibe, it would be so sad if you were lost to weightlifting competition. You've got so much still to give. What else? I know you want to plow back into the community, but maybe a Commonwealth Games medal still, or World Championship
Yeah,
medal?
Commonwealth is now it's every 4 years. So after 4 years, then it will be Commonwealth again. But for now, this year it's the African Champs. Next year it is All African Games, and then it is Olympic Games. So, you know, I would like to go to those major, you know, building up for the next Commonwealth Games. And maybe at the next Commonwealth Games, I will be an athlete and team coach.
I like that. And in terms of South African weightlifters, in those next couple of games that perhaps you don't see yourself in, who should we be looking out for that perhaps as the media we haven't awoken to the great athlete in whichever, maybe the woman that will follow your steps?
Well, in weightlifting, sad to say, we lack quality athletes. So I feel like it's my duty to create these quality athletes, you know, and show them the way.
And what is the key to be able to do that? What advice do you wish you were given when you were a youngster, 12 years old, just starting out?
Yeah, my heart is with school kids. Go to disadvantaged communities and introduce the sport there. And then build them and grow them. Give them a dream, you know.
And your message to the women that are watching at the moment that might perhaps not want to take part in weightlifting, but they just want to be active in sport, but they don't know if they should go for it or not. What is your message to the women right now?
It comes down to positivity and believing you can. And also when you face a challenge, with every challenge that you face, there is pros and cons. But you need to be focused on your goals. You know, you need to be determined. You need to persevere. You know, there need to be consistency. You know, nothing comes easy, especially if you want something great. You know, you have to work hard for it. So whatever you want to achieve in life, you need to work hard. You need to put in the time.
Three-time Commonwealth Games athlete Portia Vries has done it again. She came into the competition in the 2017 Arnolds Classic as the defending champion, and in 2018 she did it in style. She won a gold medal in the 53-kilogram division. She also won the Female Champ of Champs, which is the best female weightlifter overall.
For the Arnolds, I'm actually preparing for Commonwealth, for the African Championships. So Arnolds is just part of preparations for it. And at Arnolds, it's basically just to defend my title, just to go and get my gold and bye-bye Arnolds.
That's just fine.
Yes, it's now time to go to African Champs, yeah.
I am very happy with the results of the Arnolds Classic competition because I won a gold medal in the 53 category, and I also won the Female Champ of Champs, which is the overall best female weightlifter. And on top of that, my athlete that I coach at the Arnold competition, he won Male Champ of Champs, which means that I was also the best coach in the men's division. So all in all, it was an awesome competition, which puts me in par with my preparations for the African Champs, which is in August this year.
Portia is currently preparing for the African Champs to be held in Mauritius in August. And here from the Ladies Club team, we wish her the best of luck.
Thank you so much for being with us. Remember, you can continue the conversation on social media, and until we meet again, remember that greatness is never given, it's always earned. Goodbye. Bye.